Hey guys, what we're going to talk about today is the Juglans nigra. It's black walnut. Um, Black walnuts can grow anywhere from 80 to 100 feet tall, several feet in diameter. If you find them out in the open, they're going to be a lot shorter with a large, expansive canopy. And then in a forested area, they're going to be a lot taller with a smaller canopy. They prefer a lot of sunlight to uh, produce nuts and grow. They typically are found in sandy loam soils, well drained, rich soils, um, limestone glades they really like to grow on. But typically they're pretty adaptable and they'll grow to a lot of different areas. What you're going to look for out in the field is a dark brown, gray bark. It looks like it's a really rough bark. It's deeply furrowed, and it's kind of got this diamond shaped pattern to it. So it's pretty distinguishable. Um, and for the leaves, they're perennially compound leaves, and they're around 12 to 24 inches long. They're going to have around 10 to 24 leaflets on them, as you guys can see. If you're looking down here at the twig, you can see it's kind of this dark brown, kind of looks soft to the touch almost. And when you're looking on the twig itself, you're going to see these leaf scars. It's kind of like an upside down monkey face, and you're going to see that on different parts of the stem as it grows. It's typically, it will look like it's facing the tree. Um, and they're going to be a light green, yellowish color, depending on time of year. It's September, so they're starting to turn yellow, where they'll turn yellow for the fall and kind of fall off. Um, One thing that's really get everybody enjoys about walnut is the nut that it makes. So this is a black walnut nut. The husk, it's a green, kind of a tough nut. It's ripe this time of year, um, and then inside is a black, deeply furrowed nut itself, and inside that is the actual walnut that you can consume and that a lot of animals like. The nut inside kind of resembles the bark, and it's deeply furrowed. Um, if you try to peel these with your hands, they're going to stain your hands, and they just have to wear off. I'm not aware of anything that will bring that stain off. You'll see it in a lot of animals, squirrels particular, that's been husking these. Their little paws will be tan, and they'll have tan around their mouth, and that's from this nut here, or this husk. And it's a labor of love to get this out, but they're really good. They're fatty nut, and it's really good for you. A lot of animals really like them. Um, a lot of people, how they get these out is they'll pick them up, they'll pour them in their driveway, and they'll run over them with their cars, and then that's how they break these. Because the husk on the inside, to get that nut out is pretty tough. It's like I said, it's a labor of love to get that out of there. Um, so and Black walnut uh, is a really great tree for the ecosystem, for different species that depend upon it, and then for human production, it's a really sought after. For the lumber industry, it's a beautiful wood on the inside. If you cut it, it's a dark brown, almost black color, hence the black walnut name. Like I said, depending on where they're growing, you're going to have a more distinguishable color on the inside. I found on limestone glades, and they're going to be a lot darker than if they're growing somewhere maybe they don't particularly enjoy, um, compared to the other. But like I said, the nuts are really nutritional for humans and for animals, and then the lumber is highly sought after. You use it a lot in furniture and home builds. Um, the settlers used it for fence posts. It's got a good rot resistance to it, which is good. And like I said, it's a really great tree all the way around. Um, Walnuts are pretty loaded right now. They usually do a pretty good job at that, producing enough fruit, enough nuts for the year. Um, and I've read different studies that say walnuts practice allelopathy, and what that is in the roots and the drip line of the tree, the leaves, of the husks is they put out chemical inhibitors that prevent other plant species from growing beside them so that they can maximize their sun and environment and resources, and it kind of helps them in that way. So yeah, this is black walnut. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be ready for the next one.